Oh mighty bulls, will you finally be able to break the 10K wall? Hello Adrian, and welcome back once again to another episode of the Dang Oracle. Yes, it is 7:30 p.m. right now, UTC +8, and welcome everybody who is watching around the world. We had a pretty eventful, let's put it like eventful morning. I hope you woke up very early as well as me to get in some trades and to make some money here at the end of the day, right? Hi Vahe, welcome back. Welcome back. We missed you yesterday, but I hope you managed to see what we were talking about yesterday. Hi Darren. Good evening. Good evening. So yeah, we got the hardcore crew back here. Everything is set up, ready. Hi Tina. Welcome back once again. Yeah, it's really cool to see everybody coming back and joining back with the stream on a daily basis. Hi Darway, good evening, good evening. Yeah, I guess we have once again almost a full house once again. Yes, Nikolai. What up, what up? Well, made some monies, that's what up. I hope you guys did the same. Hi Matthias. Yes, the hardcore crew is here. So first up, let's take a look at how things are going in our COVID situation, right? Let's take a look. COVID, let's see. United States are now nearing that 1.5 million. Russia, United Kingdom, Brazil, Spain, Italy, basically. Numbers are actually quite similar as yesterday, so at least it starts to be showing some slowdown, I guess. Hi JG, 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 yes. Welcome to the channel as well. Thanks Alvin for liking the stream. So let's take a look. So we are at 4.7 million, but yeah, 4.7 million confirmed, and it's starting to slope down a little bit, right? It's starting to slope down a little bit. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's take a look at the affected countries. USA, ouch, still going up quite substantially. Russia, still the same. United Kingdom as well, going up. Oh, they fixed the data, I think. Yes, Brazil, yep. Spain, slowing down but still going up, but they fixed that V-shape correction. And Italy also slowing down a little bit. Hi Cedric. Wow, we really got a full house today. I guess nobody else had something more important to do on a Monday, but during the weekend, it seems that a lot of more people had other things to do. So yes, first on, let's go through some news, right? Because we've been doing a lot of analysis, but we haven't gotten any big news or anything like that. So maybe let's start over some news. Hi, Piotr. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, first up, Elon Musk is threatening to move Tesla out of California. So that's quite a big news. I don't know if you guys have been following the Tesla chart as well. I did a little bit of Tesla trade myself. I actually took some longs after the crashing. Yes, Henry is messing. Yes, Vahe, I don't trade on the weekends, but that doesn't mean that I don't do analysis on the weekends, because you have to be, before you go into a battle, you have to be prepared, and that's what the weekend is for. Like it's like to clear your mind, no pressure, make a master plan, and then go into battle with a fresh mind and a fresh strength this morning, waking up early in the morning, and then go for that, go for the kill. Anyways, so he basically, apparently he's threatening to move the headquarters, and because of the stay-at-home rulings, and he's unable to do his work, blah blah blah, and he's actually filing a lawsuit against the county immediately as well. So yeah, that's a big thing, right? Right, let's see what's going on there. I mean, it's a big company, so that can really affect the market on a big case as well. Then let's move on to South America. Well, South America and Iran actually. Iran reportedly. Hi Henry, he is here. Okay, guys, calm down. Everybody, calm down. Henry is here. Okay, he is here. So Iran reportedly sent 5 oil tankers to Venezuela, and yeah, that's big news because Venezuela, as you know, is currently on some sort of like a trade blockade by the US. They are having some economic sanctions, and yeah, Iran, not I guess not one of America's favorite countries as well, is sending them tankers, oil tankers to Venezuela as well. So let's see what happens there. But apparently US special representatives, wait, what, not here. They might face trouble because the US recently deployed 3 destroyers and a littoral combat ship, the USS Detroit, to the Caribbean Sea. So they could intercept the vessels if they receive such orders. That's pretty crazy, right? So Iran is sending some oil tankers, and the US is sending out some combat ships to intercept maybe the tankers. So yeah, if some crazy things can happen there, I mean, we could have another big I'm not saying a war, but some big big trading, more trading and more issues going on in the near future if this happens. And we already are having major issues with oil, as you know. With the lockdown, a lot of oil is being stored and unable to be sold, and that's the reason why oil prices are crashing and still below the production price actually. Hi Monkol, welcome back once again as well. I guess today we have a full house, really, literally a full house. Is there still enough space for you guys in the chat box? Anyways, so yeah, that could be something pretty big, right? That could affect the economy as well, or at least the oil economy as well, if more sanctions are going to happen between Iran or Venezuela or South America. Next up, we have the UK that is outlining conditional plan to be slowly reopening the UK economy. And as you can see on the chart, it's not very good. The chart wasn't very good. There's still a lot of high casualties, but they're trying, starting from today, actually from Monday, they are actively encouraging people to go back to work, but to avoid public transportation. So let's see, like I said, let's see what happens. Do we get a second wave? Do we get more more issues after the reopening of most of the countries? Yes or no? Hi Anipse, welcome as well. So yeah, let's see the UK opening. That, I think, for me, that's quite a big deal, because yeah, the UK is in one of the top 6 of the most casualties of the COVID situation, right? So let's see what happens there. Then in Africa, Facebook and the telcos companies are building a huge subsea cable for Africa and the Middle East, which is something that's pretty cool, I think. Look at this. They're building this amazing cable, underground cable, submarine type of futuristic shit, so undersea cables to get better internet for the African continent. And it's quite a serious project, as you can see. You can read about it a little bit on the internet itself. But yeah, so 750,000 miles of cable. Yeah, that's a serious amount of cable, right? So maybe finally Africa will be able to access good internet, or a faster internet as well, and that would mean even better for African people to be joining in on some cryptocurrency trading and some some other stuff, right, online. Let's move on to Asia. And Asia, similar to like in some American states. In Hong Kong, we had some anti-government rallies, some small protests, once again because of people people that they want to get back to work. They want to stop this lockdown, and people are getting very tired of all this, right? It's becoming more and more a problem, of course, as long as the economy is locked down. Technically, so many people are unemployed, and so many people are not able to be surviving, and and so on, right? Hi MJ, thank you for following, and welcome to the channel, and thank you MD to be sharing also as well the stream. And yeah, so let's see what's going on there. Hopefully it's going to be calming down very soon, and things are going to be opening quicker. Then in China, this is pretty big. So China refused the 24 lies by the US politicians over the coronavirus. So they gave a very lengthy rebuttal, apparently, about that China is the cause of the coronavirus, that it originated in Wuhan, and that it was slow in informing the world about the virus. They're completely denying all of that. It's a 30-page 11,000 word article posted by the ministry website on Saturday night, and repeated and expanded on the refutations made during the press briefings, and began by invoking Abraham Lincoln. As Lincoln said, "You can fool some of the people all the time and fool all the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time." That's basically how they started off their 30-page rebuttal of they are innocent or they're not at the big cause of all of this mess that we are in it. Are they correct? Who knows? We are still investigating. A lot of investigation is still going on without the WHO, sadly enough. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. Let's see what they will find out, right? But a lot of covering up, I'm sure, is going to be happening on not only on the Chinese side, but I'm pretty sure on other sides as well. Most of the times in all of these cases, it's always easy to point, the guilty finger to somebody. But yeah, let's see what happens. The biggest issue is most likely the trading blocks, and as long as this situation escalates, they are still going to be imposing trading blocks between, for example, the US and China, right? So that's going to keep affecting the economy. Okay, so one of the things that we wanted to check out is, of course, if they are reopening, what is going to happen to the cases. Is this going to be exploding? And this is actually the chart of Georgia, and the reason why they are checking Georgia is that's one of the states that has reopened the lockdown. And as you can see here, although that the numbers are delayed by 2 weeks, we can see that they're actually the 7-day rolling average is actually going down, even though they have reopened the lockdown already. But let's see, right? So very curious to see if this stays, and if we don't get another spike in like, let's say 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, right? Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks. That's for sure. But all the major predictions, or all the major banks actually who are doing research, they are all saying that so they are expecting the GDP to be going down by like 30 to 35% in the second quarter, but a revival already back to quite normal growth, GDP growth in the third and the fourth quarter of this year. So they are expecting by September, October, that things are going to be back in normal. That's very positive, but let's see if it's going to happen, yes or no. That's what most of the banks and most of the people putting out there in the reports. Okay, so we went through over some of the news. Let's go back into our main theory, our Bitcoin, and our technical analysis, right? Okay, so let's go back to yesterday, right? So what happened yesterday? Yesterday, we had a nice spike to our 9.8K, our daily box once again. I think that's where we ended off the stream. Some people were asking me, so what do you think? is it okay to be shorting at 9.8k or something like that? I told you guys I'm going to wait because it was still a Sunday. Was I going to be shorting? Yes, I mean I think I told you guys that I was looking for a short position, but I wasn't completely sure yet where I was going to be putting my short position. So this morning what happened is there were two things. CME started with the pre-market, and we could clearly see that the pre-market was very, very bullish, right? So the pre-market was very bullish, but what happened is during that pre-market we also, like I said, we would have a gap down, which is normal, right? The price on the spot market was higher, so CME had to catch up. And what happened was this, right? So we had a nice gap here between, what was it, 9.7 what was it, wait, 9.729 to 9.430 or something like that. Once again, a very nice gap, right? So what was I expecting at one point? That it most likely, like in all gaps, most likely it will get filled. So that was my main position that I was thinking about. So I was looking for a shorting position. And so where did I ended up shorting? Actually, my green box up here. So basically I managed to get a position here, and I actually closed half of my position right now here at the EMA 55 at around 9350, something like that. Because once again, the reason for that is twofold. One was, of course, that would be filling the gap here at the bottom of the range, because 9.4 ish is around 9.3 ish on the spot price, right? There's like a 100, what is it, $120 premium or something like that. To be exact, let's see what the exact number is. Now it's 9,700, and what is it on the spot price? 9,000. Oh yeah, the premium is lower right now, $50 only. But yesterday it was like around $130 or something, like $120. So I was thinking, yeah. So 9,420, I will be going and closing my position around 9,300. But of course, I saw that the EMA 55 was right there at 9,350. So I closed half of my position there. And then, of course, like I said, there's a lot of support there, so the price went back up. Do I think that we are going to most likely go back down even more? Yes, I do think so. That's why I didn't close my full position yet. I just took some profits, but I'm still in my short right now from like 9,950 or something like that. That was my entry price just here at my green box. I was waiting very, very patiently for it, and the reason why I was waiting for it and why I was pretty confident that we would be breaking the 9.8k was because of the pre-market on the pre-market on the CME chart, right? So I was just waiting for my green box, and I think it was pretty easy. Once again, the risk was very, very easily defined. Why am I saying that it's easy defined? Because if my stop loss was pretty easy, right? So if we would have spiked above this time 10,000, like I keep saying, if we would have spiked above 10,080, then I would have switched it over into a long and moved it up towards my green box on the top. And why is it delaying here? Stop it. Okay, it's doing some weird stuff now. Okay, stop. Okay, so yeah, I would be moving into changing it into a long and move it up to like 10.4, 10.5k, which is what still is possible, right? It's always a possibility that the market does what you don't think it will do, right? So right now that was the reason why. So I entered the position right here in my green box, and my stop loss would have been perfectly here, and switched it over into a long if in case the price would have spiked up, but it did not. And I'm very comfortable with my short right now, and I'm very comfortable because I already took 75% of my position off already at this EMA 55, and we're still gambling. Let's say, I'm not gonna call it gambling, right? We're just still holding 25% of my position at 9,950. So it's a very great, perfect position. What am I going to do with it? Well, if we break the 9.8k, I will immediately close my position, because then of course it can go back to this green box again, and that would make me not profitable anymore, right? So we always want to have some profits. So that's where my technically where my stop loss is at 9,800. If we spike above it, then my position just gets closed, and I will just have take that $150 spread. But what I'm actually expecting is most likely that we will go down a little bit more before in the next couple of few days or something like that. Hi Tree, hi Terrence, hi John Fry. John Fry. That's a cool name. Welcome. Thank you for following, and welcome to the channel as well. So yeah, where does that leave me? So what I wanted to show you guys is, of course, the weekly close, right? So this is a weekly close right now. So we did kind of like, you know, poke our head above that resistance line, but not fully. That's why we need to confirm. Basically, this week is going to be a week of confirmation. If we can, you know, maintain the price above this resistance line, very, very bullish, right? Very, 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 very bullish. The problem is if we drop back down into our channel, then of course we have a problem, because most likely then we are going back down a little bit more, which is something that I do expect. I've told you guys that before already, but that is just my personal opinion. My personal opinion doesn't really matter what my trades is. My trade is very, very simple. If we spike up above 10,081, I'll just immediately click on long, and that's basically it. So am I bullish or bearish? I don't really care. If the price does what the price does, what I'm doing is putting myself in these situations where, you know, I'm profitable as a trader. So even though that I am more biased that we are getting rejected right here, I'm still, you know, I'm still going to trade what happens, right? Like I said, I keep saying that I do not control the market. Nobody controls the market. Whatever the market does and wants to do, it will do. So, you know, be prepared for that and make plans as a trader to make profit and make money out of that, rather than being one-sided and like always telling like, oh yeah, the price is gonna go up for sure. Well, trust me, there's so many times that I'm like 99% sure that the price, oh, there's no way that this cannot go up or something like that, but then the price didn't go up, and vice versa, right? So we have to, as a trader, put yourself in positions where we can benefit of the volatility, rather than trying to be the crystal ball and trying to predict what the market is going to do. Okay, so let me tell the plan. The plan is still the same. The plan is if we break above the 10,000 and 10,081, we'll be switching it up into a long and move up towards this green box here, 10.4 or 10.5k, something like that, where I'm going to take some profits. I mean, where I'm going to close my full profit. Well, most likely I'm seeing, because like I said, we broke down below this green box one time before already. If this is going to be going near this green box, most likely it's going to go down a little bit lower, and we've taken the Fibonacci retracement level before. Like I said, golden pocket ratio is most likely somewhere around the 9k level. So 9k level, very near also the EMA 100 here. So that's where I'm expecting the price is going to be going, like around the 9k level. Am I going to immediately take profits at exactly 9k? I don't think so. I think people are going to be front running a little bit, so most likely I'll be closing it a little bit below the green box, like around 9.1k or something like that. 9.1k. So yeah, I hope that makes it clear for whatever I'm rambling right now for you guys. Yes, Anipse, the 14k can still happen, right? I'm not like I said, we are still above all the moving averages, right? There's nothing to be bearish about. Like I said, this is what the situation is the best for the bulls, right? We make like some sort of a bull flag, we hold the price here, and then we have enough strength to be breaking outside of that resistance line. That's the 14k scenario. So the probabilities is still higher that we break upwards than that we break downwards. In the macro perspective, it is still higher, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be fluctuating. The price is not going to be fluctuating a little bit to the downside. And definitely after we have made such a nice pump from the very lows to up like this, it's normal that the price is going to take a little bit of a breather. And definitely when we are touching a huge long resistance line, right? So at first it doesn't break, second time maybe it doesn't break, maybe the third time it's going to break, right? That's basically what the bulls are trying to do. Just you know, getting out a little bit one step at a time. Anyways, but yeah, right now we have this indecision candle or a doji candle. So that actually makes us on a trading perspective, makes it even a little bit easier for us as well, because we can say the following: if price goes up above this doji candle, then most likely we will push up higher. So actually that 10,081, we can move it a little bit down now towards around 9979, right? So we can move that down there, and we can, if price spikes up around over that position there, I am expecting 10.4k or 10.5k. So once again, our limit or our risk is very well defined. On the bottom side, if we break below this bottom here, which is what's that, 9,280, then most likely more continuation to the downside is expected, right? So if you feel a little bit, you know, uncomfortable for being in a position or something like that, those are the two levels that we can look and aim for, right? So if you want to be a very safe trader, which is perfectly fine, right? You can just wait for one of those moments to be happening, right? If we break above 9979, you can click long, and most likely you will be making some money. If we break below 9,280, you can click short, and most likely you will be making some money, right? So in terms of like a doji candle, a lot of people will be hating it because they are saying like, but hey, it's a doji candle, it means indecision in the market, how can I make money? It can go up or it can go down. Sure, but it also defines the ranges very easily. So for me, I don't mind a doji candle. I'm okay with that, you know, because it just gives me a very nice range, and my risk is very defined. So yeah, if you are not in a position, that's actually what I would be aiming at or be looking at. Okay. Thanks, Jazz. I'm doing my best to explain a little bit what my opinion is, but once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So whatever you do with your own money is on your own and your own responsibility only. So if you lose money, please don't come here and hate and post like telling me that I'm scamming you or something like that. Me no likey. Okay, me no likey. I'm a very sensitive person, and yeah, I don't like haters. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so yeah. I think the risk is very defined. And where am I expecting right now? Yeah, obviously, I told you guys, most likely I'm seeing this as a slow drop. Most likely we will be making still a small bounce here, because the green box always gives you a little bounce, right? A little bounce. But yeah, I do think continuation back down here. Hi Javen, shorted last Saturday. Okay, I hope you had a very good entry on Saturday. What was it, Saturday? I don't know what the price was on Saturday. So yeah. Hi Michelle, what platform am I using to trade? Well, I'm not giving out any recommendations on platforms or anything like that. Do know that what I'm advising is try to pick a platform where there's a lot of liquidity and that you feel safe, that there's a lot of users, and check out reviews and this and that, so you don't get scammed. Don't try to trade on like some small exchange. That's usually never something good, right? But I'm not going to give you any recommendations, because that would be some form of like sponsoring or some form of like advertising, I guess. So yeah, I don't do that. So yeah, but there are plenty of exchanges. Just pick one that has a lot of liquidity. Sorry. So let's take a look at the 12-hour. Well, wait. Before we get there, one of the reasons, another reason why I shorted, because I wanted to continue with that, because not only the CME chart was showing me that there was a gap, that's something I put in my mind, but it's not really the biggest reason why I shorted the market. The main reason why I shorted the market was because there was bearish divergence. What is bearish divergence? Well, we can go back to our cheat sheet. Bearish divergence is, and it was regular bearish divergence, is when we make a price, a higher high on the price, but a lower high on the RSI or the indicator that we're using. So let's take a look on the 4-hour chart. We can see here, we can put a line chart here, and we can see here from this price to this price, it went, as you can see, it made a higher high. And then if we look at the RSI on the same price, from this spot here, the same price, it went here. It made a lower high. So bearish divergence on this whole part here. And what happened after the bearish divergence? Of course, yes, price went down. So yeah, that was the main reason why I shorted the market, by the way. So for people who are thinking that I'm just a gap boy trading the CME gap or something like that, no, that was not the main reason. The main reason was actually the bearish divergence that I was spotting, and that I was thinking that we would go down. Okay, so boom boom, what to do? Let's go to our expected move charts. So what am I actually expecting? So there's a possibility that we go back up to like 9.8. I don't think that we will ever, I don't think we will get that far, but like 9.6, 9.7 area or something like that is definitely possible, definitely, because we have this long wick here, but we're building some resistance here, as you can see here, our previous bottom where we bounced off here. So I would say most likely we're gonna make a bounce to this area, something like that, like 9.7 or something like that, and then we'll most likely trend back down once again. But there's always a possibility that we go higher, but that's basically what I'm expecting. So important zones would be 9.8k on the top and 9.2k on the bottom, which is something that hasn't changed that much, right? So let's take a look at the expected move charts, or what they are saying. So expected move charts is on the first standard deviation on the top is 9,889, which is, yeah, a little bit higher than the 9.8k, but pretty much, right? That's the 9.8k. And the bottom first standard deviation is 9,378, which is somewhere around that bottom box as well. So yeah, expected move chart is basically telling us that we go mainly sideways in between that range. That's basically what it's currently saying right now. Once again, that doji candle we can also see on the 12-hour chart. Let's take a look at wait, there was a question. Those previous three candles, is that a 3 inside down candle pattern? Yeah, that's correct, Darby. And let's take a look at the momentum, or the momentum indicators, right? So on the 4-hour chart, let's take a look once trading view starts working. And there we are. First of all, like I said, we had money time. We had our HVP signal, as you can see, and then of course price broke out of that triangle, gave us the flashing red, and boom, it went up, meaning that there was a volatility, right? So, and we had that crazy move of like $400 or $500. Anyways, it's almost done now. It's not yellow yet, but it's almost done now. So let's take a look at the Stokes. Stokes are curling down, which is expected. MACD is also crossing down as well. So that's one of the reasons why I'm still holding all my short, because I don't see this returning just yet. Let's look at our RSI. RSI is still below the EMA as well, and it will not be above the EMA until it gets over 9,734. So something like that is quite interesting, right? So if price would break 9,734, we would actually go back to our top box once again. So it's once again a very nice number to be keeping in mind. And that's one of the reasons why I don't think that we will be breaking up back to the 9,800 or something like that. But most likely, like, you know, we can touch 9.7 or something like that. But as you can see, momentum is going to the downside, right? On the 12-hour chart, we can see that the stocks are actually curling up. So let's see what happens there. Another very interesting thing that is going on is the HVP on the 12-hour chart is starting to be very, very, very low, right? So we are at 17 right now, and if that goes to 0 on the 12-hour chart, however, then we can see like $1,000 move. So it's going to be very interesting. And if we look at the how this is being set up right now, the apex is on the 24th of May. So usually, like I said, usually it only goes to like 70 to 75%. So let's say somewhere around here, 21st or 22nd of May, maybe a little bit before that. Yeah. So in 2 or 3 days, we might see a $1,000 move or something like that. So very, very interesting. It could be a big money time once again in just a few days. And that's what's so amazing about Bitcoin trade or trading Bitcoin as a day trader. There's always so many big moves, and if you understand and if you know how to, you know, set up your risks and set up your resistance and make your moves on the right timing, it's there's always another train, and there's always, you know, substantial moves and money to be made. And that's something that a lot of people and definitely people who don't have the right mindset understand, because a lot of people just only want to hear one thing. Hey dude, can you just tell me, is it going to go down $200 or what? You know, like, you know, that's what they only want to hear. They don't want to put in the work and put in the effort, and don't understand how it doesn't matter that price goes up or price goes down. And yeah, a lot of people don't understand that mindset, and that's why people fail as a trader. Because if you only think like you were wrong, you predicted that it was going to go down and price didn't go down, and think because of that that person is a bad trader, yeah, then you know, you don't understand the concept, right? Anyways, so let's take a look here. The RSI is starting to curl down on the 12-hour chart, which is obviously not good, right? So it will curl down if the price is below 9,586. We are at 9,591 or something like that, or 94 right now. So yeah, it's starting to look like it's going to be curling down as well. So on the daily chart, let's go to the daily chart. Daily chart. Hi Planet, hi Alto. Daily chart, where's the daily chart? Yeah, so take a look at the daily chart. Daily chart actually same as like the 12 hours, which is something very, 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 very strange, is that the stocks are actually curling up and not down. But maybe that will change, obviously, if we have a bad daily close tomorrow. Let's take a look at the RSI. RSI is currently below the EMA, so that's pretty good. I mean, for the bears, that's pretty good for the bears. And once again, the RSI is only to be crossing up above 9,750. And like I said, that number is around that number also on the 4-hour chart. So it's a pretty important number. So as long as price does not go up above 9,750, it will not trigger my stop loss. And that's, you know, that's one of the reasons why my stop loss is right exactly, well, stop loss, it's not a stop loss, right? Because I'll still make profit because my short is from 9,950. So that's the reason why I put so much emphasis at the range of like 9,800, because then my RSI would be crossing up, right? So then price is going to spike up rather than spiking down. So that's how you define some profit situation or some stop losses as well. Okay. Hi Pledit, do you think the US could ever ban Bitcoin? No, that's the whole point of a decentralized crypto, right? You cannot ban something because the value is what people perceive it to be, right? If people think that something is valuable, then that's what the value is. Nobody can take away your Bitcoin. As long as you have the 12 keywords in a wallet, nobody can take it. Nobody. So if you have it nobody can take it. Nobody can take away your Bitcoin. Hi, Bawit. You want to build up a strategy, but confused if you want to keep on accumulating, buying the dips, or sell at the top and buy again at the bottom. So I'm a day trader. So it all depends on what do you want to do, right? If you are a day trader like me, then obviously what you want to be doing is selling and buying, right? That's what the trader does. If you are an investor and you want to think long term, you should be just buying the dip and not think about too much. Just put it on a hardware wallet, store it somewhere safe, in a safe, and then reap the rewards hopefully in like in a couple of years or something like that. That's basically it all depends on you, right? It all depends on what kind of person you are and how much time or energy that you want to be spending on trading, because trading is well, for me it is it's a full-time job, and you'll be spending a lot of time, let's put it like that, before you get better. Pledit, Bitcoin looks like to be in a solid cup and handle formation. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that I've heard that as well, but you know, cup and handle, all of those formations, yeah, it can also not work out, right? So we'll see. We look so bearish right now, Jazz. I don't think it's that bearish, to be honest. You can't, like I said, you can't. We're there. Like, we are very look at this. We are very near our breaking out of our resistance. Why do you think this is bearish? This is not bearish at all. We need to take a breath, right? Yeah, sure. Look at this. We went up from like 3,000 something all the way up to close to 10,000. Like, come on. That's an insane, but we're not bearish at all. Look at this. Grinding against the main resistance line is not bearish, and staying above all of these moving averages is not bearish at all, right? So to be honest, like I said, the probabilities that we're going to break up is higher than that we're going to break down. Do I think that in the short term right now, that we're going to take a breath and correct a little bit down? Sure, yeah, that's what I think. But you know, maybe tomorrow Bitcoin just breaks up and goes to 10.5k, right? I mean, who knows? We just have to be prepared for those kind of situations, rather than trying to predict, okay, Bitcoin is going to 20,000 tomorrow. I mean, you know, there's no way nobody can predict that for sure, for certainty. You can say, yeah, for a higher probability that we can do that, but yeah, there's no 100% sure, right? So rather than trying to be a crystal ball and trying to predict what is going to happen in the future, why don't we set up positions, or why don't we set up situations or strategies where we can profit off no matter what the situation is, right? So that's basically what my channel is about, where I'm just basically trying to put myself in a position where I basically almost can never lose. And if I do lose, I have risk management that is going to be you know, making my amount of risk very defined, and if my strategy is good, in the long run it will be profitable. So yeah, like I said, in a week, if you have 4 times a correct decision and you made $100 4 times, and you were wrong 3 times and you lost $300, at the end of the week you still have made profit $100. And if you are a good trader, you'll have more you know, correct results than wrong results. But if some trader is telling you that he is correct all the time, then he's just lying to you. That's it. No, Jazz, I don't have a trading group or anything like that. It's just this. This is what you get, and just enjoy what you're getting right now. If you like it, please do share, and I hope a lot of other people will be joining in. And there's a lot of people that are chatting in this group. So whenever beginners, definitely for beginners, have any questions, I'm pretty sure all the hardcore cool guys are here, you know. Like, so if you have any questions, just post it in the group. I mean, not in the group, post it here, and I'm sure somebody will answer to you. Hi Daniel, do I recommend any good sources? Sure. You want to be the Dan Oracle. That's pretty funny. Well, how I started out is by myself, right? So I started reading some books, and and I started watching some videos, and I started following some people. So there's so much you can find now on the internet. So yeah, just do some research, right? Just watch some beginners videos or from some people, and the only thing that I can say is if you see like a lot of people who are just like telling you one way things, then I wouldn't be following them. Like you see all these channels like saying like Bitcoin is going to 20,000. Yeah, those are not the channels that you want be following, because they're just moon boys, and they're just hoping that, well, it's possible. I'm not saying it's possible, but it's meaningless, you know. And there's also doom boys who are saying Bitcoin is going to 1,000, and yeah, it's gonna crash, it's gonna go to zero. I mean, that's not really the information or the credibility for somebody, right? So what you want to be looking for is also people that are, you know, just have good intentions, rather than you know, you wanting to getting you to click on affiliate links, or getting you to sponsor them, or donating them, or things and this and that. That's basically what you don't want. Okay. Let's move on to what's the following. The following is my gold. Oh, my gold. I'm so sad. Look at this. We are already at 1755, and yeah, I missed my position here out, and it looks like it's keep going to go up, and it's most likely going to go to 1800 or something like that. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is actually looking to retrace a little bit, so I'm still hoping that we will get back down here to like 1730 ish. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Cedric, Bitcoin went to 20k before, so it can easily do it again, right? If it happens once, why wouldn't be able to do it again? So yeah, for gold, I missed my position. I'm a pretty sad gold boy for that. But let's see if it retraces. I'm still very bullish on gold and over the long run. Like I said, most likely it's gonna go to like 1820 on a very short term. Can I take a look at ETH Bitcoin? Yes, of course. Another ETH BTC. Let's take a look. Let's take Coinbase, I guess. Let's take a quick look. Maybe let's take a daily. So the daily is not looking that great. As you can see, we got rejected by the the yellow line, or the EMA 21. Still, price is still below all the big moving averages, as you can see. Bearish crosses is most likely going to be happening very soon. So yeah, this doesn't look good. Rejection of the EMA 21, most likely it's going to go down to our moving average, 200 moving average. That is what I'm expecting for the next couple of days, actually. So most likely go to like 0.02163 satoshis. Yeah, that's basically what I am expecting. This doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Although we can say that this kind of looks like a double bottom type of formation, but yeah, it doesn't look good. But it's normal as well, right? Because the Bitcoin dominance is going up. But yeah, I think this is gonna go down a little bit more. Towards 0.02163 over the next couple of days or something like that. Yeah. Let's see if we have some targets for the more long run. Let's see. I think we can put like some. Let's put it on the line chart. Do we see some trend line that we are following? We actually are making some, I guess, some higher lows on this trend line here. So yeah, still not that bullish. Yeah, still not bullish. Still holding this. If we break below this one, it's going to be very problematic. And we're looking at lower lows. Most likely around 0.19. Yeah, 0.19 most likely if we break this support line. So it doesn't look good. As long as we cannot reclaim the EMA 21, it looks pretty bad. But that's basically for all the altcoins, right? There's very, very, very few altcoins that have a good chart. Very, very few. So yeah. What the hell is a REN? What's REN BTC? I'll take a quick look, but what's that? Republic protocol. Let's take a look. Republic. Oh, wow. That's actually not that bad. Above all moving averages. That's the first thing. That's good. That's actually really good. It looks doesn't look that bad at all. Let's take a look maybe at the weekly chart to make some more. Yeah. Problem with altcoins is of course that you don't have that much data, right? Because altcoins are usually very new. But yeah, this looks this looks way better. Yeah, doesn't look bad. One of the few charts that I'm seeing right now for an altcoin that tells me like it's doing pretty okay. Okay, so we have this this trend line here on the weekly. Let's say this looks like it's going to go down a little bit. I would say let's take a horizontal here, most likely around here. That would be my support line, like 830 satoshis, something like that. Most likely going to go down, but this looks very constructive, so I think there's more upside to this than downside actually. So small pullback, but then most likely continuation to the upside. Doesn't look bad at all. And we also have a nice bullish cross here, yellow with over the moving averages. So yeah, small pullback, but continuation most likely. So looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna do all one shitcoin after the other. Okay, the last one. Okay, last one. What about Matic? Okay, the Matic. Okay, that's the last one that I'm doing. I don't like Bitcoin. I don't like altcoins. Sorry. Matic. Let's take a look. Wow. Okay, Matic is a very weird chart, as you can see. It's like crazy pumps and dumps. Crazy pump and dumps, you know? Crazy pump and dumps. It's being held back right now by the 200 moving average. There is some positive divergence right here, where it's above the EMA 21, but it's not a good chart, right? If we scroll out, look, this is not good, right? This is not good, but it kind of looks okay. It kind of looks okay for now. Do I see continuation? Most likely we'll be retesting. So what I'm thinking is most likely we'll be retesting the cross. So retesting the cross, I would say like around 200 satoshis, like a pullback, but most likely similar to like that previous one that I was looking at. Most likely I'm thinking continuation to the upside as well, rather to the downside, but small pullback as well. But basically what I mean, it's just what Bitcoin is doing, right? So yeah. All right, enough shitcoins already. Enough shitcoins already. So, what did I want to tell you guys as well? Okay, something more, well, maybe something more interesting, at least for me, is as we know, we have a critical situation right now where our amount of loans, our rent, our interest rate on loans and mortgages are extremely low. So we are preparing ourselves for, well, they're trying to make people spend money, but obviously that is not working out that much right now. But for me personally, what I'm looking for in this time and age is actually real estate. I'm expecting that actually real estate is going to be crashing pretty hardcore over, maybe not immediately, but maybe end of the year or starting 2021. And I'm actually looking to buy some properties myself personally, because I do believe that properties will have a substantial amount of value, or going up in a substantial amount of value after the economic crisis, right? So as a technical analyst, how can we take a look at real estate? Because that's most likely what you were thinking, like, what the fuck, what is this TA guy talking about, looking at charts for real estate? Has he gone completely nuts? No, actually, no, that's not true. So what am I looking at is building companies charts. So one of that is, for example, SPS or Savills. Savills is a very, very, very big company that is a building company that is building in the UK. It's listed, I think it's like 2 billion pounds or something like that on the London stock market. So looking at whatever happens to the building companies, obviously that will be affecting the real estate market, because if the building companies cannot don't have the funds to be building buildings, then of course that is going to be affecting the real estate market as well. So as you can see here, right now we had a major crash actually here during that the breakdown from the coronavirus, and we have made a substantial amount of progress here, and we went back up, but right now, as you can see here, we are getting major resistance at this area, and we are starting to force some bearish crosses down here. So most likely what I'm expecting is that in the coming couple of months, maybe a year, it's slow, of course, that we are going to be trending back down, and that's basically what I'm looking for and looking at. And once the price has gone down from like Savills and other building companies, to be picking up some good deals on the real estate market, because at one point I'm not going to be staying here. Right now I'm in Asia and in the Philippines right now, because I just had my firstborn, and I wanted to have him and my wife to be surrounded with family. But I'm going to move back to Europe maybe next year or something like that. Well, once I've bought my property. So that's why I'm starting to be very interested in getting some properties in Europe myself personally, because eventually I'll be moving back there as well. So another chart that we should be looking at is a Barrett. It's also a development company, as you can see. Even bigger, it's like 5 billion pounds or something like that. And as you can see, very, very similar chart right now on Barrett as well. So we had that very big crash here, very big crash. It's recovered, but right now, as you can see, crashing below, and creating a lot of bearish crosses right now. So once again, I'm expecting that to be going back and down lower, and then that will be affecting the real estate market. So if you are in the same situation as me, where you are, you've saving up a lot of cash, a lot of money, and ready to be pounding the buy market, I think a lot of people don't understand it, but during an economic crisis, opportunities are there if you are liquid, and that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people are dumping their stocks, or are in the middle of dumping their stocks, because a little bit what Pledit is saying. The stock market is a little bit crazy right now with all this unemployment. It will have some effect, and I'm still waiting for it. But right now, S&P is still going up. Right? Look at this. S&P on the 4-hour chart is now at 2,922, making this insane, crazy pull and bullish cross as well. I think this one is going to go up a little bit higher, most likely to like 2,945, our previous resistance, and I'll most likely re-enter a short from there, because once again stocks are insanely high. Let's take a look at the RSI. RSI is reaching the bullish control zone. So yeah. Yes, Cedric, that's what I'm looking for as well. So if you are a technical analyst, if you're able to be reading a lot of charts, it really helps you not only for trading, even if you're not trading, but in all sorts of investments, right? There are charts for everything, for every company, every sort of business you want to or are interested in, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand as well, that you don't learn this stuff just for trading or anything like that. You learn this stuff as well for future investments and future real life, right, real life things. So yeah, look at this bullish market. Let's see if our Bitcoin is doing the same thing. Yes, it's doing the same thing, but in the opposite way. As you can see, it's going back down, and yeah, we're hoping that it's going down towards this this blue line here, where I can finally stop my or take profits off my position. But most likely it will bounce from there. So I'm definitely not bearish or anything like that. I'm still expecting that it will bounce from there once again, because yeah, yeah, okay, I guess that's it for today. I don't think I have any more to say, so let's make a quick recap. So if price goes above the doji candle, what's the doji candle here, this doji candle, so if price goes above 99.79 or something like that, I'll be switching into a long. I will put my stop loss, well, not stop loss, my profit loss, profit stop, I guess, at 9,750, whatever the RSI is on the daily. That is going to switch over. 1 second, let me see, check it again, what the exact number is. 9,756. That will be my stop loss or my profit taking position in case price goes up there, because most likely then it will go up a little bit higher, once again back into this green box up there. So there's no point for me to be keeping my position, my shorting position, right? And then, but what I'm mainly I'm expecting is most likely we'll be slowly trending down towards my green line, the EMA 55. Why is this not correct? What the fuck? So what I'm expecting is, once again, price slowly going down towards this green line, EMA 55, most likely make a bounce, and then eventually hit up once again this this green box down here. That's where I expect the price to be going, and afterwards we will be most likely getting a bounce from there once again. But we will be analyzing that and seeing what happens in the next coming couple of days, right? Boom, boom. What else can I say? Yeah, the next couple of days we'll see what happens if price even gets there, right? What else? Yeah, don't forget, in a couple of days when this HVP is going to be flashing red, we will have $1,000 move or something like that. So fun times, money times is gonna come once again, most likely pretty soon, in a couple of days or something like that. So that's why it's so fun to be trading Bitcoin. But for now, I do think that we will, keep going down slowly. It's not going to be like extremely fast or anything like that. And then we will analyze tomorrow, and let's hope tomorrow if I have closed my position, and we'll take it from there, I guess, right? We've made some money, and then maybe I can afford some Starbucks once again. But once again, and the overall, we can't really be bearish right now. We can't really be bearish. We are very near the resistance line. This is not bearish at all. This is just a small pullback, and then we'll see what happens. But like I said, it doesn't mean that in the short run that we cannot have some pullbacks, right? But this is actually, look at this. Look at this RSI. What do we actually want to see is some form of this, right? So we want a bull flag type of pattern, something like this on our RSI, and then eventually it will spike up, right? So this is actually quite constructive right now on our RSI as well. But as long as we, like I said, this morning it was a quite normal trade for me, because we had the gap, we had the we had bearish divergence, so was an easy short for me. My boxes were right there. My risk was right there. Like I said, if price would go above 10,081, yeah, the zones, that's what I mean when you are prepared and ready for it into a battle. My zones and my risk management is just there already, right? So for me, it was an easy trade to be making. I understand for some people it would be like, what the hell is going on? But you get used to that, and after a while you'll find some logic in all these moves and all these patterns and all these things. And like I said, a lot of times it will go wrong as well. And although I have been on quite a good run, let's put it like that. I've been on a good run, but that doesn't mean that I won't be making mistakes or that I won't be, wrong plenty of times as well, right? So don't think that suddenly everything is going to be correct or all right. But for now, things is going like I am expecting it. Most likely we're going to be pulling back a little bit more. That's what I'm expecting at least. But if not, if it starts pushing up, then yeah, take profits and reanalyze and retake positions. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin will dump. It will do the opposite of what everyone expects. Well, what does everyone expect? Like that's a tricky question, right? Like, what do you expect? Some people expect that it to go up. Some people expect it to go down. Who knows? I don't know what the main sentiment is. Sometimes we are living in a bubble, right? We are in this crypto community. Everybody is so enthusiastic about crypto, so everybody's quite bullish, I guess. So if you think that if you call everybody bullish, then yeah, then sometimes you're right, and it can dump. But right now, I'm just looking at it from a technical analyst perspective. Right now, I'm not. I can't as a pure technical analysis. I cannot be bearish because all the indicators are all the price is above all the moving averages on the high time frame, and we are very near at breaking a major resistance. So you cannot, as a pure probability wise, you cannot be bearish. I mean, it's nothing bearish about it. But like I said, if it happens, if it breaks, then we have a plan. If it goes down, we have a plan, and that's basically how it is, and how it should be. So yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. I hope that the price doesn't go up too much because of the S&P, because god damn it, S&P is on the rampage right now, as you can see. We'll see if maybe later tonight I can input some shorts. I do think that I will be tempted to be a little bit in a short. Let's make a quick check. Is the HVP, is this flashing already? Wait, is my SMI flashing already? Take a look. No, it's not flashing yet, so we still have some space to go. RSI is getting there. Yep. Yeah, let's say 2945. That's what I'm expecting, actually. 2945 for the S&P, and then let's see if it shows some wavering and some slower momentum, that we can short that one as well. Ah boy, I do love shorting, don't I? Maybe I do love shorting. Do I think it's good to buy now? It's because it's pulling back. I cannot advise you to be buying, yes or no. It all depends on what you are going to do with your Bitcoin. Like I keep saying, for people who are investing, right? Let's say you buy now at like whatever, what's the price right now? 9,600, right? If you buy now at 9,600 and you expect it that it's gonna go and you're gonna hold it until it goes to like whatever 100,000. So if you buy it at 9,600 or you buy it at 7,000, it doesn't matter, right? Like if it goes to 100,000, it goes to 100,000, right? That 2,000 difference is not gonna make any difference. If you're a day trader like me, $2,000 is going to make a very big difference on your position. So it all kind of depends, and I cannot advise you what you want or what you can do with your money, right? Just think about it by yourself, as in like, okay, well, am I going to be holding this for a long time? Am I going to use it to be trading and this and that? And, that's basically what you have to think about. All right. Okay, that's it for today. It's over 1 hour. then my voice gets a little bit raspy and I get tired. So yeah, I hope to see you. It was once again an incredible pleasure to be spending some time with all of you guys, and definitely today, because the hardcore crew is here. Everybody was here, so it was fun times. It was good time, and I hope to see you once again tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Please like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Get some people involved that are cool people. No haters. I don't like haters. But yeah, until tomorrow, of course, stay home, stay safe, and of course, stay COVID free.